basically the exam process, those check-in process, that is sometimes very critical. Can you share those process? How, what are the things you need to do before the starting of the exam? All the check-in things.
Yes, the checking thing quite takes some lot of time because I advise everyone to test their system at least a day before the exam, because testing the system, if there is any technical problem with the system, that needs to be done beforehand. You cannot keep it from the check-in time. In check-in time, exclusively you need to put a photograph of yours and your photo identification, which is a passport or a driving license, which are the acceptable forms. Then you need to put the pictures of your surroundings from your left, right, front, and back. And then you need to share it in your mobile. And the mobile has to be QR scanned and aligned with this Pearson application. So after that, they will verify the image. Then they will give you a go. Okay, fine. We can now launch the exam.
Okay,
So,
okay. Okay, then one, and then what happened?
and then, like for me, it was some technical, dysfunction happened in my laptop. For some reason, I'm not sure whether it's a fault from their end, but I become a bit anxious because that thing was, leading to late start of my exam. So I was a bit anxious, but somehow, after the exam started, I did
What
some deep
what
reading.
what was that technical glitch? You were
It
starting
was
with
some secure browser issue.
insecure browser,
Okay.
and you are giving exam in Australia. Okay, you
Yes,
were using Mac or a Windows laptop,
I was using Mac.
and you had that issue in Mac. Now that's a new one
Yes.
because PMI recommends actually Mac because of all those bad things that cannot happen with Mac. But the browser was open, so they asked you to close that browser.
No, they didn't do. They told me to restart the laptop and log in
Hmm.
again, so that they
Okay.
have launched the exam from their end. So I didn't need to do anything, but somehow it just, it's a. I thought that's a issue from their end.
This is
Yeah,
possible. This is possible because Mac they actually PMI recommend if you have Mac,
yeah,
they prefer Mac to be if they can put it in that context. Okay, let's move
exactly.
forward. Now let's talk about the exam. So how did you manage time?
Yeah, time management. Yes, exactly what Amar sir, you have guided me. Like, I think 70 minutes I finished that first portion of 60 questions. Then the second portion took some time. It took around 80 minutes. And then rest of the time, actually, I have spent in the last portion of it. It was quite easy for me to manage the time somehow because the questions and the concept look very familiar. And I actually finished the exam even before 15 minutes because I had a thinking, it's only my perception, that if I look at the answers repeatedly, I may tend to change the answers. So I didn't risk it. I completed, finished that exam, and yeah, that's somehow a good experience.
Yeah, that's a good thing because I also don't recommend actually going through those things and trying to go through again and again and trying to understand. Like it confuses. I
Yeah.
always recommend not to go through those things. Okay, before moving forward, how the last day material I showed you, how relevant that was.
That was very relevant, sir, because I have give it a good read in the last day, and I felt more confident because I understood all the concept. This is just a recap of what and it actually structured your thought in a way. It's very structured and quite handy, so that in the morning of the exam, while I was actually revising in my head, okay, what are the basic concept and all, and that particular course material was very helpful.
Hmm.
Say
And
it can actually captured in your photographic memory, short-term memory. It's so handy that way.